Alright guys, if you own a Duratorque TDCi, this might be one of the most important tools you're ever going to need. More in the video. Alright guys, if you decide that servicing your own car is the way you want to go to save money, and you have to change a fuel filter on a car like the Ford Focus or the Volvo, or a car that has one of these 2-litre PSA engines from Peugeot and does not have a fuel pump in it, then you're going to need one of these. This brand is a TEPCO one. There are cheaper ones than this, but what this basically does is it will suck the fuel back through to your engine over the supply line by using the variety of connectors, pipes, and your hand pump. Now, if you try and let the engine do it itself, you will be going through starter motors and batteries. It just does not like it. The pump needs fuel in it to work. Now, for the price of this hand pump, I didn't think it was too bad. I paid, I think, 30 euros for it. It is meant for doing brakes, so it's a multi-purpose one. You can also, on this one, put it under pressure, which in the last video I showed you how I tested a non-return valve in the return feed, and you can obviously put a vacuum on this. But let's go out to the car and have a look. This is how I get fuel back up into this pump after I put a new filter in, because obviously when I take this pipe off, all the fuel is going to disappear back through the filter and back into the tank. So I'm going to demonstrate how I managed to get fuel back up into the pump using my MEPCO hand pressure hand vacuum pump. Let me just put this down. In fact, I'll screw it. Now I'll try and clip this off here. Get off your bitch. Let me put that down a bit. There we go. You see all the fuel's gone. That'll be what happens when you take your but from the filter side, if you take the filter off the pump, the fuel will be gone from the pipes. Now at this point you do not want to start the car. You really don't. Okay, right. Get my t-shirt under there. Get this baby off. And we'll put on a little rubber doodah. Right, now you see, if I turn the camera like that, we've got our catchment pot, got the pipe going up to the hand pump. Now, this is going to be difficult. At this point, we're going to put the ignition on. I'm going to pick you guys up like this and putting a vacuum onto it. You see we now have a vacuum on. And what should start to happen here is slowly but surely the diesel, we see first the diesel's coming out of there, and now it's going back up through the pipe here. And that is simply how I bleed my system, using this cheap MEPCO hand pump. You see there's a nice air bubble up in here, and then just keeps the vacuum on vacuum on there. Because it is a bitch to get these systems bled. In fact, if you replace the pump, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare to bleed the system. Now, because we didn't empty the pump by the change, there will still be fuel in the pump and a little bit of fuel up in the injectors. So when we start it, it should be okay, won't need bleeding. We're still going in now. And that's basically how I do it. That's the setup for bleeding the system on a Ford Focus. You just get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Right. And there you go, system bled, all up and running. Lovely jubbly. Another video on the Ford Focus out the way. So, from me to you, have a good one. Stay safe. See you next video. Bye bye.